Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's your fun-loving, animated, talking head friend, Callous Mind, back with another educational episode of the Talking Head podcast. In this week's episode, I want to start by encouraging you to like and follow the Callous Mind Facebook page if you have not already done so. In this week's episode, I want to talk about this Google engineer who protested company's work with CBP says she's been fired. Now, I'm just going to read a little snippet here. A Google software engineer who wrote and circulated a petition against the company's potential bid on a contract with Customs and Border Protection said Monday that she'd been fired. It says Rivers was placed on leave earlier this month along with another employee who protested against hate speech on YouTube, prompting roughly 200 employees to walk out of the company's San Francisco offices in support of the two. Google said the two employees had been placed on leave for violating the company's policies regarding access to sensitive documents and monitoring employee calendars, but protest organizers said the company's treatment of the pair amounted to retaliation. Bloomberg reported Google sent a company-wide email Monday announcing that 4 employees in total had been fired for data security violations that day. Now, I'm going to parallel this situation with the Colin Kaepernick situation, and I just look at it in one way, and that way is if you are an employee and you become a pain in the behind of your employer, and all of a sudden you diminish their purpose for having you employed there, then they're probably going to find some fine print somewhere to get rid of your behind no matter what. So, you can call it collusion, you can call it conspiring against employees who protest or whatever, but logically, the way that I think is, if you're employed by somebody, the best thing you can do is do your job to the best of your ability, show up on time, and be respectful. But when you're one of these activists working in these companies that want to go out of your way to stab back at your employer or bite the hand that feeds you, so to speak, you kind of get what you deserve, in my point of view, because I've never been the type of person as an employee to try to stir stuff up. I was grateful that I had a job in corporate America. I was grateful for that job, and I never would have thought about trying to dig up dirt and publicize dirt on the company that I was working for. It just never would have crossed my mind. But today's society is different. With all these activists and stuff, people want the attention brought upon themselves as an activist rather than just working for the company and being satisfied with that. So is this a case of you want attention yourself for your activism, or do you just want to be an employee? Because I'm telling you guys, there's employee guidelines that need to be followed that I feel like are not being followed, and pretty much the golden rule of work is that if you become too big of a pain in the butt for a company, they lose all their incentive for keeping you around as an employee, because I'm sure they can find somebody else to take your spot. So all I'm saying is that if you want to make your life easier, make sure you stay fed and stay employed, then you go to work, get there on time, do your job to the best of your ability, and you should be golden. If, on the other hand, you want to bring attention to your activism or what have you, then perhaps you need to get married and be a stay-at-home activist and let your spouse be the one that wins the bread. I don't know. That's just a suggestion or an idea. So I want to wrap up this video by genuinely and sincerely thanking all viewers of these videos and subscribers to this channel. I really do sincerely appreciate your support. Please have a great, happy, and safe Thanksgiving. I hope everyone watching this has more than enough to be grateful for, and may you always remember to be grateful. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you beautiful viewers in the next video. Later.